gonna see later.
Yeah, we're excited. We're a little nervous for him as well because, you know, if he loses this, it's not going to be a good look for him, being one of the most legendary junglers here at MPL ID Season 12. But up front, let's take a look at the talents and the emblems. Does anything stand out?
I think one still
uses the red tree on the purple buff for the first buff. Petrifying the breath of the ocean. Albert might fall here. Thorn rolls defensively with a puncture. Niall, Tortoise's Poisson's running Keyboy down as a wall. Keyboy flickering out. One more shield, but Keyboy is able to dodge. A few more
You can already see that they're setting up for the first neutral objective. Remember, this is the first Lord of the game.
Gonna be resetted. Good wall. Good barrier from Keyboy, keeping it at bay. As Geekfam tries to go for more, Albert's still level 3. Despite picking up that purple buff, now goes in, and it's still Niall who takes it away. Albert, there's no way they can test for this turtle. Onic, though, seems like they still want to go for the poke. Sans giving vision for the team, but it's obviously going to be free for Niall. Goes for the retribution, real world manipulation, locking him down with the call. Ultra saves them for now. Sans running, but he gets taunted down. Keyboy getting out with the first blood will be picked up by Luke, and now that's another for a boy. Albert still 2 levels down, jumps in with a puncture once again. Another puncture to go and reset, but Beloy's waiting in the bush. Down breath of the ocean, knocks him up, but Albert was a rough waves. Oh, onto Sans, a real world manipulation to take him down before the call ultra even comes down. And Onic are losing the early game hard to the Geeks.
Yeah, Onic is getting pressured by Geekfam movement, but nothing that they can do right now.
Let's see, CW with the crossbow tank, dodging away from the shield unity. Keyboy gets the kill. CW now going to be chained down with a blazing duet onto the back. Shadera finds a kill back. Keyboy forced to flicker defensively.
And it's waiting on from Onic. Wait a second, wait. Beloyski.
Rough Waves gets out. Keyboy, wild charge, perfectly timed to the Rough Waves, and now it should be Beloy taken down. CW picks up the kill with that glorious killing notification. As Shadera tries his best to siege up top. He knows there's no crossbow tank, so there's no real risk of dying here, and he just walks back.
Dude, I think Geekfam, they might want to go dive this, do they not? It's a 4v3. I think it's a little too risky.
Yeah, and that's the answer actually from your question, Eterna. Because they bring Paramis and bring Wan. They need to play together. They need to stick together to make it work during the team fights happens. But it cannot work on the early game because they need to defending their own lane.
Alright, so because...
Charge, but Shadera gets out with a Purify. He gets caught in the barrier right now with the Rough Waves and the Breath of the Ocean with the Petrify. Locks him down. Keyboy's still able to flicker out.
No way!
Real world manipulation from a boy with a flick.
For the stats of Geekfam, looks like Onic, they're trying to defend this mid-tower turret. But with so much high ground, with so much damage, with so much... Oh, but that's kind of one item, right? That's
almost one
item ahead. CW, he needs to catch up. Earlier on, we see Beloyski trying to look for an engage, but Albert here.
Thorn Rolls, Phantom Execution. That's a shutdown for Sans. Albert getting him low enough. Thorn Rolls, not connecting. Niall in that bush, finally getting red out. That's a barrier to stop him, but Geekfam do not want to continue. That's a brilliant taunt onto Shadera, forcing a BMI and chunking Shadera to half HP.
After looking at
Comes
that...
to the Chad arrow, ladies and gentlemen. Petrify on the back with only a Rough Waves. Not enough damage to shut him down. There's a Breath of the Ocean. Albert with a puncture out of the Breath of the Ocean. Penalties on dodge away from Albert. Using that Thorn Rose. Now Luke getting taunted up. Keyboy dealing some damage. There's no gold laner here for Onic. Beloyski with a conceal. Now the Breath of the Ocean. Knocking Boots up. No Rough Waves to play with. Phantom Execution in the back and a flicker with the Appraiser's Wrap, but the boy reacts to it perfectly. Now Boots with some damage. Boots very low. 1 HP. Beloy splashes him with water as he takes him down. That's a wild charge defensively. Albert, puncture. 1-2. One more hit from Shadera. Albert is running for the hills. He falls to a ball.
Okay, so finally Onic find a CW in a comfortable position to go in for these team fights, but wait a minute.
Oh, too many mobilized from CW's first kill. Now there's only one wild charge from Keyboy! And on the call, Alter, as CW finds a kill onto Beloy. The real world manipulation stops them in the back. CW looking for the crossbow, and he finds it! Oh, the boy! CW with a double kill. Shadera in the back now looking for it. CW has that with a nature. That was a taunt up and a knock up. Shadera taken low. Albert with the execute in the back. And he finds it. Oh my God! With 1 HP. The young lord getting out to safety. The winter truncheon used up by Niall as Keyboy and Boots continue the fight. Boots able to sustain back up as CW is back to full HP. All the weakness points. And now one more first kill to seal the deal. Onic are back.
Fourth.
Okay. Boots jumps in. Good Thorn Rose. That's a Petrify used up. Now the call ultra comes down. Retreat battle! It's Albert who wins it against Niall. Taken very low though. Albert will be slain. He gets punished for that steal. Meanwhile,
Their team fights.
well, for now it means that for both. Wait, CW goes in very aggressively. Luke, penalty zone with a nature popped in by CW, getting out 1 HP. The co-ulter saves CW, but Luke flickers forward to find a shutdown with a big hammer. And the Blazers back connecting to the back, but Niall survives with a damage reduction from the Tortoise and Poissons as Boots goes in for a taunt onto 2. A boy still able to chunk him low, to slow him down, and ultimately to take him out. Defensively used up. That's a co-ulter to try to save Keyboy. And now it's going to be the Thorn Rose onto the back. Albert doing work. 1 HP on Beloy. No Phantom Execution to be used by Albert. Still on course.
The red damage is really, really painful. They're aiming for the keyboard.
That was a very wild charge onto the back right now. Stunning the back. Beloy is going to be taken very low as the Call Ultra saves CW. Rose goal built up for CW. Albert now with the Phantom Execution, but Niall is walking him down.
Go for a plan and beat execution down in the bottom side, but look at this.
CW gets out. That Rose gold saved him. He sells it for the win of nature now. But CW is a bit too low. I think Onic might have to concede this Lord for free. But no, they're still staying. Boots, taunt 2 members. Boots gonna be taken down by Claudera. That's a kill that marks the end of this contest. Albert now running back with Onic for the hills as Luke just gets another smash in the hammer onto Albert.
With Geekfam having a boy, that's a lot of high ground as well as Beloyski to try and go for that backline, and here is the process.
Real Roman Blations to the back right now. Wild charge on the 4! That's a purified Projectile, but it's too low. The Call Ultra grants the team a second life, but now it's all going to be melted down as the Weather Truncheon was used up by Niall with the crossbow tag from CW. Connects onto the back. A Winner Nature by Chidera to survive, and it's a penalty zone from Luke. Albert buys the immortality, but it's a bit too late. Now CW handling the Lord. Gets all the weakness points onto Luke. A boy still chunking Sans low.
Look at this, there's initiation coming in from Sans as well as Boots.
Thorn Rose, wild charge onto 3, locking him down 4 now, and that's going to be a lot of damage placed onto Beloy. But he gets out with the rough waves, and gets out of the puncture. Now the RWM placed down, but CW will be able to zone him away. A boy respecting that, backing out. Albert with a good shot on the Thorn Rose, he gets it with the burn from that Thorn Rose, from the kit that he has. Chidera in the mid lane, CW's chasing him, but Chidera...
They need to play the kiting game, they need to play the patient game, the waiting game.
Beloy used the Petri. That was a desperate attempt from Geekfam. And now it's a wild charge. Knocking Beloy up. That's a Thorn Rose. Beloy gets out with the oddity, but Keyboy take it very low. Immortality pop in the real world manipulation still, and it forces the Cold Ulter. Was that a penalty zone by Luke? It was.
So.
Phantom Execution now onto Chidera. Good shots with the true damage on that endless battle with that RWM. Look at how low Albert is. Keyboy with a wild charge onto the back. A boy buys the immortality and flickers out to safety. But CW with a crossbow tag onto the back finds him. The immortality going to be sold for the Winter Truncheon, and the boy buys a lot of time. Meanwhile, on the back, it's still Onic running for the hills. CW versus a boy on Chidera with a split push. And Geekfam have taken game 1.
Wow. The Chedera sees the moment. He sees.
And I'll go